Well, good evening. This is Eric Thompson. I'll be calling the game for you tonight. We're excited to have Gregory Films and the student volunteer crew on the cameras and the sound back here in the studio. And we're set up right behind home plate, just to the third base side, looking straight down the first base line. That's our vantage point. The umpires are on the field with both head coaches, the Champion Flashes coach and the Newton Falls Tiger coach. They're going over the ground rules. There's a small gap near the foul pole in right field. If the ball should go under that, it's a ground rule double, just the same as if it were to bounce over the fence. I heard the umpire ask, and it's the perfect question. They should ask that before every game. Are each and all of your players properly and legally equipped for the game of softball? Both coaches must audibly answer yes. And that way, if they're not, they've lied. I don't know what the penalty is. Whatever it is, it is. If they use an illegal bat, an illegal glove, and those have to do mostly with size. I walked the field prior to the broadcast. It's in very good shape for the amount of rain that we've had this spring. It's pretty dry. There's a little spot just beyond third in foul territory that's just a little soft. And, of course, behind home plate near the backstop is just a muddy mess. They filled it in with a lot of red dirt clay-based dirt. And hopefully that doesn't come into play too much tonight. I know for the last couple of games we've had standing water behind the plate or just very wet mud, and that's hard on the ball. Makes the game a little harder when you're throwing. So the Tigers have taken the field. They'll go through their pre-inning warm-ups. A couple of pitches will come in. Those pitches will come from number 28, Zoe Mcarath, the ace for the Tigers. Tonight was senior night, as you saw at the beginning of this broadcast. So honoring all of the seniors that are on this Newton Falls softball team. They're a very good team. So I'm anxious to see what happens with them next year when they get this crop of seniors moves on. The nice gesture prior to the game as the Newton Falls seniors took the field with their parents and most of them with their dogs as well for some reason. They walked over and handed flowers to the senior members of the Flashes that were standing out in front of their dugout to clap for and honor the Newton Falls seniors. So it's nice to see a mutual respect. First pitch of the game is a strike from Mcarath, and that goes to Jones. She's wearing jersey number 3, playing first base for the Flashes tonight. Jones stands in. The 0-1 count is a ground ball that's hit up the middle, and she has safely made it to first base. She rounds first. Throw comes into second. They look her back. And very rare that Mcarath gives up such an early hit. Now coming to the plate is Meyer. Meyer's the shortstop for the Flashes. And she bunts. Ball goes back to Mcarath for the pitcher, and she picks it up. And fielder's choice gets the runner at first, so Meyer's out at first, but it moves the runner to second. So Jones takes second. She'll be looking to take off on that first pitch. You'll watch her take a big lead as soon as Mcarath lets go of the ball. That first pitch is low in the strike zone, but the key there is in the strike zone. So it's 0-1, caught her looking. And there was a big jump from the runner at second base. That pitch went straight down to the plate and was picked up by catcher Harvey in foul territory. That makes it a foul. Remember, the plate is in fair territory, and a ball is determined fair or foul by where it is first touched. So that was a foul. So that's 0-2. That one's a little bit inside, makes it 1-2. Householder on deck for the Flashes. There's a pitch. It's a swing and a miss, and quickly there are 2 outs. That runner at second still a threat to steal, but not as dangerous a position as it was just a batter or 2 ago. Number 11, Householder. I'm sorry, take that back. Foul ball. Zagarovich, the batter for the champion Flashes. My apologies, had the wrong runner in the lineup. The second ball also foul. So Tavares has Zagarovich down 0-2. The runner, although a threat to steal, has not yet stolen. Tavares winds up. There's the pitch. It's high, but swung on for strike 3, and that's 3 outs. So after letting one runner get aboard, Tavares was perfect for the next 3. And at the end of 1/2 of 1 inning, there is no score in the game. We'll be back in just a moment. Zoe Butler, the first batter for the Newton Falls Tigers. She wears jersey number 2. When in the field, she's the shortstop. Right now, the batter, she faces number 7, Davis, for the Flashes. First pitch is a little bit high. That pitch inside. She hops out of the way. 2 balls, no strikes. And that one comes in a little high, puts the batter in a pretty good position. And the pitcher has to be quite careful to get that ball into the strike zone or risk having a runner at first base. The 3-0 offering comes in, and it is low, ball 4. Joelle Hood, the batter for the Tigers. She comes up to the plate wearing number 32. And looking at the runner at first base. Doesn't seem to be a threat to steal, just takes a quick couple-step lead. 1-0 count, here's the pitch. Low and inside, ball 2. Davis quickly behind in the count, 3-0. With nobody out, Tigers look to score a run here. That was a long fly ball over the first base dugout and into the confines of the football stadium next door. So 3-1 count delivered. It's a high popper on the infield. Holds the runner at first. The second baseman gets under it, makes the catch for an easy first out. Knight, the batter, wearing number 12, takes that first pitch for a strike. You hold the bat up high like that, it's hard to get those low inside strikes. And there's strike 2. That one shouldn't have been as hard to get to. That was right over the middle of the plate. She finds herself down with 1 out, runner at first base. The 0-2 pitch is a ground ball down the third baseline. It's bobbled by the third baseman. Everyone is safe. So the Tigers quickly get runners at first and second with just 1 out. Now batting is number 7, Mcarath. Zoe Mcarath comes to the plate. She swings that stick like she's ready to hit. Runners at first and second, just 1 out. And it's fouled off behind the backstop. Zoe's got a great athletic stance in that batter's box. There's another pitch fouled back into the fenced-in area and up into the bleachers on the football stadium. So quickly, all the balls are out of reach. Interestingly, to get to those balls, they have to cut through the bathrooms. So they have that going for them. And there's a ground ball. It's a line shot. It goes between the third baseman and the shortstop. The throw comes from left field, comes home. Nobody covers first, and the runner from the batter runner was almost to second base on that. That could have been an easy out had someone been covering first base. The right fielder came all the way in from right field to cover that base as the first baseman came home to back up a throw that did not come. So with bases loaded, the first pitch is a sky-high foul ball that comes back to the fence and almost lands on me. And rolls through a puddle. Gets all mucky. 0-1 as Lexi Drake stands in and takes low ball 2. Evening the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded, 1 out. Lexi stands in. An off-speed pitch that she got an early start on swinging at that. And that took it down the third base line, but foul. So with the bases loaded, the 1-2 offering from the pitcher, Davis, comes in low, 2-2. There's a high fly ball, foul in the first base line, and it goes out of play, out of reach. Just a little bit over the fence down the first base line. 2-2 count. There's a long fly ball that goes way back to the fence. And that, my friends, is a grand slam home run. With bases loaded quickly, one swing of the bat, senior Lexi Drake puts it over the fence, out of reach. 190 feet is the distance to the fence, and that was over by at least 10 feet. So very quickly, the Tigers go up 4-0. My position is just outside the dugout for the Tigers, and you can hear these girls are pretty excited to get out to a first inning lead. That pitch goes to number 27, the other Drake. So a lot of pressure here between the Drakes, a lot of competition. Number 27 evens the count at 1-1. Foul ball back to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That is high. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one comes in high to make the count full. Davis delivers the pitch. Swing and a miss for the second out. Strolling up to the plate now is Harvey. Harvey wears number 22 and is the catcher for the Tigers. Takes that first pitch for a strike. It's a good pitch, but obviously not the one she wanted. Comes low and inside for a ball, 1-1. There's a fly ball that goes back to the fence near the 190 mark. The left fielder makes the catch, recording the third out, but not before your Newton Falls Tigers with a grand slam home run from Lexi Drake on 3 hits score 4 runs after 1 full inning of play. Champion is down 4-0. We'll be back after this timeout. And now we're on. There we go. Missed that first pitch, 0-1. Second pitch is a ground ball to the first baseman, picks it up, steps on the bag, and easy out. Now coming to the plate for the Champion Flashes, number 13, Warzala. She is the catcher wearing number 13. It's that first pitch, swing and a miss. Swing and a foul ball. Goes back to the backstop. Counts 0-1, nobody on, just the 1 out. And there's a hard thrown ball from Tavarich. Just off the plate, but boy, had that been over the plate, there's no swinging and hitting that. Another foul ball, just barely tipped. It goes over the umpire's head back to the fence. gratefully misses the big dirt area back here because that's it's a lot of mud. Next pitch is high. It's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Next batter is number 22. It's Fuller. Fuller comes to the plate with Ziegler on deck. It was low and skips under the glove of the catcher. And a breeze kicked up that's coming in from the outfield. I can see the flag that's just beyond the fence in right center field. And it's moving fairly well. It's not as windy as it has been, but it's coming straight in from left center field. So that plays against the right-handed hitter against Tavarich, who can't get up on that fastball of hers. Temperature 64. With that breeze, it's just a little cooler. It's a swing and a miss. That evens the count at 2-2. This overcast, mostly cloudy evening is looking at rain in the next half hour or so, but shouldn't be too bad. Third baseman dives for that, misses it, goes past the shortstop as well. Gets that ball quickly thrown in from the left fielder to the second baseman. They hold the runner at first with a good solid hit. Ziegler steps to the plate. Ziegler takes that first pitch looking, that's a strike. Ziegler plays center field, wears number 9 for the Champion Flash squad. Tavarich, next pitch is fouled back to the screen. It hits the pole, rolls down to the on-deck batter, who takes it on around to throw it back to Tavarich, the Tigers pitcher. Tavarich steps back on the rubber and offers a high ball that catcher has a hard time getting a handle on, allowing that runner to go from first to second standing without a throw. And there you have it, called strike 3 as Tavarich throws the heat. So no runs that time, just one hit. And as the Tigers approach the bottom of the second, it's 4-0. We'll be back in a moment. Number 1 comes to the plate. That's Powell batting for the Tigers. Takes that first pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Matty Powell hits the ball, and it's to shallow right field. Right fielder comes in and gets under it, makes the catch for the first out. Now batting, Olivia Vallow, also a senior tonight, escorted in the pregame ceremonies by her grandfather. Olivia takes the first pitch for a strike. Stands in for the second offering, and that's a swing and a miss. Strike two, quickly down in the count. That was low and inside. Catcher digs it out of the dirt. That puts Olivia Powell at 1-2. Grounder to the second baseman. It's a slow roller. She picks it up, tosses it gently over to first base, and records the second out of the inning. So the bottom of the second not going quite as well as the bottom of the first for the Lady Tigers. Chloe Butler sees that pitch from Davis as a little fast and inside. She jumps out of the way, and the umpire calls it a strike. So an excellent pitch from Davis. Butler saw that. She won't have to see it again. There's a skied ball down the third base line in foul territory. Third baseman steps under it and makes the catch to record the third out. And quickly, 3 up, 3 down. Tigers still hold a 4-zip lead. We'll be back with the top of the third in just a moment. High fives all around, surrounding Ziegler, wishing her the best for this half inning as the infield goes back to their positions. Olivia Gray, wearing number 27, comes to bat for the Champion Flashes. That first pitch is a called strike. It's over the outside part of the plate and gets away from Ashley Harvey, the catcher. Sophie Tavarich steps back on the mound and delivers a low fastball that's a ball. Evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 offering from Tavarich is a swing and a miss. Tavarich rolling through the signs with Harvey. Chooses the fastball that's fouled off into the confines of the football stadium. It's a lot of balls we've lost over there tonight. One ball, 2 strikes. And there's another foul ball out of play down the first base side. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's a foul ball. They rattled around between the knees on the ground of the Tigers catcher. Ball comes in that fast and then changes direction off the bat. It's hard to handle. It's another foul ball. Back to the backstop. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tavarich looks to the coach for a sign, looks to the catcher for a sign, delivers a swing and a miss for strike 3. One of the most difficult positions to play is catcher. You're in on every play, you never get a break. and constantly paying attention even between pitches. First pitch to Maddie Jones comes in as a strike. And that was off the plate outside wide for 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a foul ball, just foul, down the first base line. It bounces up to the fence in the out-of-play area. 1-2 the count, and a couple of sprinkles are starting to come in. I said that rain would come between 6 and 6:30. At 5 after 6, here it comes. That one's high, evening the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 delivery from Tavarich is low, making the count full. Those raindrops are coming with a little more frequency as Tavarich makes the count full. Jones stands in, ready to go. With the payoff pitch, it's a cracked hit up the center, right over second base, rolls to the center fielder. It was an excellent at-bat, well executed, and showed lots of patience and determination by Jones. Number 3 for the Flashes. And she makes it pay off as she gets the rare hit off of Tavarich. First pitch comes in high, it's a ball. Number 24, Meyer, is the batter for the Flashes. Tavarich's next pitch comes in wide, 0-2. Three balls and no strikes. Tavarich's fastball payoff here, and it's a ground ball that goes to the shortstop. She chooses to throw to second. They get the out. Throw to first is wide, and the coach is telling her to stay, and everyone else in the stadium is screaming, run, run, run. Wisely, she stays at first. They get 2 outs.
Am I free to cover my camera?
Trying real hard to get the 3rd out on that double play, but that ball was hit hard. It's a foul ball back to the screen. That one by Householder. Householder wears number 15. She stands in with an 0-1 count. That one's over the inside part of the plate, makes the count. No balls, 2 strikes. It's a huge lead at first base on just about every pitch. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And it's a line shot just over the second baseman's head. Runner from first goes all the way to third. The throw comes in. It's a lot closer than it should have been. The Flashes now have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Second base vacant, and that brings to the plate number 11. Mcarath stands into bat. Excellent stance. You can tell she means business at the plate, wearing number 11. And playing right field tonight. Tavarich has done a great job. There's a foul ball over the screen. Evens the count at 1-1. There's a pitch in the dirt. But, Ashley Harvey, the catcher, keeps in front of her, stopping the runner from going from first to second, and more importantly, the runner coming in from third. There's a ground ball to the third baseman. Third baseman fires over to first base, and they retire the side. Once again, a couple of base runners, but no runs, and the Tigers remain in the lead, 4-0. We'll be back in just a moment. Rain coming down a little bit harder than it was at the end of that last half inning. There's the first pitch to number 32, Joelle Hood. She stands in ready to hit. She's got an interesting warm-up pitch, swing rather, where she swings halfway just to where the ball would make contact with the bat. And she stops and then finishes the warm-up swing. And for you kids out there, that's an excellent, excellent mechanical piece of practice. There's a long fly ball. It's going to curve into foul territory, but the right fielder scoots over and makes the catch. That's the first out of the inning. Joelle Hood is retired after a long fly ball. An excellent job by the right fielder to get under that in foul territory. She had quite a run there, but she made it. Now batting is number 12, Emily Knight. And she, big long fly ball, line shot down the left side of the field, and it goes foul. You can see there, rolls all the way to the fence. She can straighten that out for at least a single, probably extra bases. 0-1 the count. Next pitch comes in from Davis. That's also a ball. Two balls, one strike the count. Davis's offering is a long fly ball that goes down the third baseline, and she's all the way back to the fence, and it's over the fence at the 190 side for another home run for the Tigers. The dugout empties to congratulate Emily Knight as she rounds the bases in style, adding another run to the lead held by the Tigers. Makes the score 5-0. Zoe Mcarath, the third baseman, comes to the plate. She awaits Davis's first offering, and it's a low pitch, but she digs it out of the dirt and skies the ball to right field. The right fielder jumps around in this breeze, tries to get under it, does, makes the catch, records the out. Lexi Drake comes to the plate. Lexi is the center fielder for the Tigers, and you know her last at bat was a long, deep fly ball to left field with the bases loaded. It went over the fence and gave the Tigers their first 4 runs. Lexi would like a repeat performance. Can't be a perfect repeat because the bases are not loaded, but a solo shot would do just fine. And instead, it's a line drive to the shortstop to record the 3rd out. She never even got a chance to drop the bat. Scores 5-zip. We'll be back in just a moment. Number 7, Davis, steps to the plate. Tavarich pitches a fastball that's called a strike, right above the knees. The 0-1 offering from Tavarich is inside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Davis looks at a ground ball up the middle off of the glove of the second baseman. She gets a single out of that. I thought she was going to second. Shortstop was covering, so she wisely stayed at first base. Quick congratulations from the first base coach, who goes back to her position in the box, bringing up Warzala, number 13, the catcher, who squares the bunt and fouls it over the backstop for a strike. You can see the mud puddle that we hope every foul ball avoids. 0-1 offering is also called strike. She squared the bunt and then pulled back, but the ball was over the plate. So now down 0-2. That bunt should be out of the question. She'll swing away here, and she does. And it's a long foul ball out of play on the third base side. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Warzala awaits Tavarich's pitch. There's a swing and a sharply hit ball that goes into the front screen of the Flash's dugout on the first base side. Count remains 0-2. That one comes in a little high. She wanted to swing at that, but managed to hold up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's a little high as well. She holds off. It's a good at bat for Warzala. Swinging at the ones that are close, and good eye tells her those balls are out of the strike zone. And there's a strike that she hits foul and out of play over the third base dugout. Tavarich has a new ball. Shakes up a couple of signs from Harvey, the catcher, and she squares up to make the count full at 3-2. The runner at first gets a big jump after every pitch. She is ready to go on a hit. Here's the payoff pitch, and it's fouled back to the screen. You'll have another payoff pitch in just a moment. Full count, here's the pitch, and it's a fly ball. The shortstop gets under it, looks the runner back to first. Bringing to the plate number 22 for the Champion Flashes. That's Fuller. Fuller is the third baseman. Fuller stands in, awaiting Tavares to get on the rubber. Here's the pitch, and it's a little bit high for a ball. Next pitch is a ground ball fielded by the shortstop, who throws it over to second, gets the out at second, and the throw to first is just a little bit late. So score that as a fielder's choice. It's the second out of the inning. Runner at first, and a ground ball goes to the second baseman, picks it up, tosses it to first base to record the third out of the inning. Once again, a couple of hits for Champion, but they just can't turn it into anything that really matters. So they trail 5-0, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Every time I yell, my head like down or
They've already helped record too.
That's surprising.
I've seen two. What's that?
That's crazy.
I know it's possible, but the odds of doing it.
We were in gym class. We were playing pig.
I would have been excited if I did that too.
Number 27 comes to the plate. Drake watches the first pitch come in as a called strike. Davis remains on the mound for the Flashes. She offers the 0-1 pitch as a swing and a miss. Strike two quickly. Drake is down 0-2 in the count. The rain coming down a little harder now. The 0-2 offering comes in. It's a low. Makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Drake stands in. The 1-2 offering is fouled back to the backstop. Manages to avoid the wet dirt directly behind the plate. The umpire squares in. The catcher's ready. The pitcher's ready. The batter's ready. There's the pitch. And it's a long fly ball that drops in front of the center fielder, giving the Tigers their first runner in the bottom of this inning. Number 22, Ashley Harvey, comes to the plate. Ashley, you know, is the catcher for the Tigers. And her father, one of the coaches of the team, is coaching first base. He would really appreciate a visit from his daughter at first base. She's a fun player to watch. She's always got a smile on her face and seems to really enjoy the game. Always some talk and banter with the umpires, so it's good to see. There's a called strike. No balls, 2 strikes, and Harvey quickly falls behind in the count. She digs in the dirt at home and faces the 0-2 pitch, and it's way high. And also outside, so that's for sure a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch is a foul ball that almost takes out the on-deck batter. And there's that good nature that I was talking about. You can hear Ashley giggling at the plate. That one's inside. The giggle comes because she realizes that her teammate's okay. It's a little scary when that ball comes right at you. It leaves the bat sometimes faster than it comes in as a pitch. Harvey looks to the pitcher looks to the catcher, shakes off a sign and delivers a pitch that's low, and it's skied to deep left field where it's caught. And the throw comes into the second baseman in time to stop the runner from advancing from first. Maddie Powell comes to the plate for the Tigers. She's wearing jersey number 1. With a runner at first base, she squares to bunt, fouls the ball back. Gets past the catcher all the way to the backstop. Maddie Powell wants to advance that runner at first base. Squares to bunt and gets hit as she pulls the ball back. The ball hit her on the right foot. That's not exactly the way she wanted to do it, but she does advance the runner, who goes to second on the hit by pitch. Brings up number 3, Olivia Vallow. Vallow, as she's listed on the scorecard, takes the first pitch. She squares to bunt, lays down a beautiful bunt, rolls right back to the pitcher, who throws to first, allowing the runners from first and second to advance to second and third. Puts them in scoring position. Score that a sacrifice bunt. That brings the top of the order around as the shortstop, Chloe Butler, stands in to face the Flashes. Davis, number 7, on the mound. There's the pitch, and it's skied up over the backstop into foul territory. 0-1 the count. Davis toes the rubber, looks to the batter. Here's the offering, and it's a line shot. Oh, deep to center field. With 2 outs, that center fielder was playing in exactly the right spot to catch that. Makes the 3rd out. The Tigers leave 2 on, but keep the lead at 6-0. We'll be back in just a moment. Tavares remains on the mound for the Tigers. There's a long fly ball hit to right field. The right fielder just moves a little to her left and makes the catch. That's the first out of the inning from the first batter of the inning. Number 3 represents the top of the order for the champion Flashes. That's Jones. She comes to the plate with her bat ready to go. She tries to hold up and just can't check that swing before it gets around into the strike zone. The umpire very clear as he points to the swing and he says, yes, she did. That lets everybody on the field know that that was indeed a swing and a miss. That one comes hard and fast over the outside corner of the plate to record the second strike of this at-bat. The 0-2 count allows Tavares a little breathing room. And she can try and pick her pitches. And that's a high pitch, but she hits it anyways, it all the way out to shallow center field, where Drake comes in and makes the catch. It's 2 outs, bringing to the plate number 24. Number 24, Meyer, steps in to face Tavarich with 2 outs. Hit goes to the shortstop, who throws to first base, but not in time, then a pass ball. I don't know what the hesitation was. She scooped that up at the shortstop position and then just apparently couldn't make the transfer, or couldn't get the handle on the ball to throw to first. She had her beat, but just hesitated one step, and that allows the runner to be safe at first base. And she looks like a threat to steal as she jumps from first base on that first pitch outside ball. Second offering from Tavarich at this at bat is a ground ball that rolls to the third baseman, who fires to first base, gets her by a stride or two to record the 3rd out and end that half inning. Now, the bottom of the inning is next. We'll be back in just a moment.
Oh, man. She's a catcher? Yeah. And she's back here in all that equipment. Oh, yeah. So she has to wait till she's going to bat this afternoon. So she takes the equipment off. And then pretty funny, though. You don't want to see your catcher squat behind home plate and go, I got to pee.
You have such a commentator voice.
Audio up in 3, 2, 1 now.
There's the warm-up pitch as the coming down to second, and the first pitch to the batter comes across the plate but high, so that's 1-0 count. Batter Joelle Hood stands in. Hits that thing hard, but it goes straight down, bounces, and goes to the shortstop, who fires over to first base and gets her by a step or so. That's the first out of the inning, bringing to the plate Emily Knight. Emily plays second base for the Tigers. She stands in to hit off of Davis. There's a sky high on the infield. Shortstop comes over on the second base side, makes the catch in front of the second baseman, showing that she's an all-over player. That's the second out. Number 7, Zoe Mcarath comes to the plate, and her first pitch is a line shot that bounces a couple times before second and makes it all the way to the fence. She comes into second base sliding and is a double. That sets her up in scoring position with 2 outs for Lexi Drake.
I made it.
Lexi Drake stands in, takes a couple of practice swings. Mcarath looks for a lead at second. Drake hits the ball to right field on the fly. It's caught and records the 3rd out. We'll be back with a little bit more baseball in just a moment.
You said screw it, I'm trying to mess with it.
Oh, yeah. We're in the 6th inning, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Or bottom of 5th, I think.
Confirm. We should be bottom of some, no, top of 6th. It's got to be, I think it's top. Really? Got no graphics, got no wireless. You got an announcer, though. You got some camera people. I'm pissed. Be happy about the things you have.
We're in top 6.
Doesn't church teach you that? Come on, that was me.
Hey, Jesus got pissed.
He did. That's where the H in his middle name came from. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I don't know, and that was a discussion we had today. Where did that come from? What's that based on?
Nothing good.
I'm sure nothing good, but now I'm going to be on Google all night. Are you going to give me the audio, Parent?
Audio up. Audio in 3, 2, 1, go.
Number 11 comes to the plate to bat for the Flashes, and it's a ground shot that almost takes Sophie Tavarich off the mound, right by her feet. That was an awesome hit. Good for her. It was a good solid hit, puts her at first base on the very first pitch of the inning, and puts the Flashes in position to do some damage to the lead held by the Newton Falls Tigers. Ashley Harvey doing a little groundskeeping behind the plate, removing some pebbles that were in her way. Next pitch comes and is fouled back to the backstop. The umpire takes the wet ball out, puts the dry ball in, cleans a little mud, puts it back in the bag. It's in the rotation. Tavarich delivers another pitch that's fouled back over the fence into the football stadium that rolls up by the ticket booth. And there's another pitch coming, and that one also fouled back and over the fence. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Here's a ball outside. Runner at first is paying real close attention to the pitch placement. There's a called strike 3 on number 7. Brings number 13 to the plate. That's Warzala. She's the catcher. First pitch is inside for a ball. That one catches the catcher, Ashley Harvey, just above the glove on her hand. Recall a couple of games ago, she had to fill in when the other catcher was in. She was finally getting a break from being behind the plate. And even though she's in pain and her eyes are welled up with tears, she's still got a big smile on her face. It's a pleasure to watch this girl as she stays in there behind the plate and takes. Tavarich throws the ball so hard, and I can't imagine having to catch that for what is now the top of the inning, late in the game. A lot of balls hitting her. The count is 0-1, and Ashley Harvey is able to stay in the game and be the tough catcher that she tries to be. Big jump by the runner at first. And Ashley's back here giggling again. So good for her. There's a strike on the outside corner. 2-1 the count. That runner at first really wants to be at second. Watch her jump off the plate. There's a high pop-up foul that lands just a couple feet behind me here. Manages somehow to miss that deep puddle, but still rolls around in the mud. The girls on the bench for the Tigers are getting quite a workout chasing foul balls tonight. There's another foul ball that goes onto the press box of the stadium and rolls down a couple of the bleachers, banging around over there. And another Newton Falls Tiger goes to pick it up and return it to the field of play. Tavarich's next pitch is inside for a ball, making the count full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball 4 gives the Flashes a couple of runners for, I believe, the first time tonight. Umpires having a tough time of rotating balls and keeping the dry ones in and the wet ones out. But they managed to get it together. There's the first pitch is high. It's a ball. Tavarich's posture on the mound changed a little bit there. And she's kind of frustrated with herself for walking. There's a high pop. Comes to the third baseman who comes in about halfway to the plate, makes the catch right on the foul line on the third baseline. And that records an out. Runners remain at first and second base. And number 9 stands in for the champion Flashes. Number 9 is Ziegler, and she skies that ball to center field. Drake comes in and makes the catch to record the third out. We'll be back in just a moment with a little bit more softball.
Thank you.
Number 27 for the Newton Falls Tigers steps up to the plate. Davis remains in as the pitcher for the Flashes. Catcher is Warzala. She remains the same. Drake takes that first pitch and fouls it over the first base dugout. No balls, 1 strike. Danny Drake hits another one straight up. The pitcher and the third baseman kind of battle it out with the I got it. The third baseman wins, makes the catch, records the out. That brings Ashley Harvey to the plate. Let's see if that injury to her hand in the last half inning as catcher has any play on the bat and her grip as she faces Davis's first offering. It's a high pop foul, and behind the plate, the catcher quickly records the out. 2 outs. Maddie Powell is the batter. She wears number 1, takes that first pitch inside, scoots out of the way. Couple inches off the plate is enough to be a ball. 1-0. Second pitch is also inside and a little bit lower than the last one. 2 balls, no strikes. Oh, and Maddie Powell on the changeup swings early. Fouls that ball down the third baseline. Just recorded as a strike, though. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. I'm sorry, everybody left the... everybody was I thought it was 2 strikes, but everybody was leaving the field like it was the 3rd strike, and even Powell started back to the dugout, so they had her convinced too. So 2 strikes, and there's a swing and a miss to make it official, the 3rd strike.
Sorry.
Score remains the same. Newton Falls holding champion scoreless. We'll be back with another half inning of ball in just a moment. Tavarich stays in the game for the Tigers. She will keep bringing the heat as the champion Flashes get what this will be their last opportunity to cut down on that lead and go ahead. There's a swing and a miss for the first strike. Gray is the batter this time around. Sophie Tavarich delivers a pitch that's over the plate and fouled back for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes to count. It's a swing and a miss for strike 3 and the first out in the top of the 7th inning. Some sort of a wild growling sound coming out of the Flashes dugout. Not sure what that is. Perhaps the girls are cheering, or it's one of those chupacabras. I'm not sure. Number 3 steps to the plate. First pitch is inside corner for a strike. Jones represents the top of the order for the Flashes. Tavarich's pitch is a ground ball to the third baseman, picks it up, fires over to first base, scores the out by about 10 feet. Just 1 out away from the game being over, but it's baseball, no clock, just innings. First pitch is inside for a ball. That pitch goes to Meyer. Meyer is the shortstop who watches the second pitch for a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And it looks like the rain's going to hold off for us for a few minutes there. It looked like we might get a little too much rain. That ball fouled back to the screen. 1-2. But the weather cooperated. Temperature remained in the low 60s. No sunshine. Perhaps the next game will get some sunshine. 1-2 count. Tavarich's pitch is outside to even the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 offering comes from Tavarich, and it's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that, softball fans, records the final out of the game. So it's senior night. You see the cups put into the fence in the outfield representing the jersey number of each of the seniors on the Newton Falls squad, and they politely congratulate one another Good game, good game, good game. And the Tigers score yet another win in this cold, wet season. They've done very well. They will go to the center field area and have a post-game discussion with their coach. The girls from the Champion Flash softball team will have a post-game. It'll be a little different mood than the one the Tigers will have. But a good game, a fair game, and great sportsmanship displayed by both teams. The final score in this was 5-0. On behalf of Gregory Films, I'm Eric Thompson, along with the volunteer student crew on sound, graphics, and camera work. Hope you enjoyed the game. Remember, you can watch again on YouTube at NF Schools as the homepage. All of the games are there. All of the boys baseball games, the girls softball games that we've called, also all the track, all the football, all the everything. So guys, that's it for us. Have a great night, and we'll see you at the next game.